Good morning, family and friends. It's Rob, the Sapper gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden. And on this episode of Chow Time, we're going to do two things. First thing, we're going to make a homemade teriyaki sauce. And then the second thing we're going to do is make some teriyaki beef. So making the sauce is super easy. I understand some people may want to go out and just buy a bottle at the grocery store, but this is a quick homemade version that to us tastes even better than the store-bought version. So let me turn you around, show you a few simple ingredients. So for our homemade teriyaki sauce, we're going to use 1 cup soy sauce, a 1/4 cup brown sugar. We're going to use some ginger paste. If you have fresh ginger you can mince, that's even better, but we're going to use our ginger paste today. We're going to use some minced garlic, some sesame oil, almost forgot, we're also going to use some honey in this. We're going to use a teaspoon of honey, a teaspoon of sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of mirin. And if you aren't familiar with mirin, it's used in quite a few Asian ingredients and recipes, and you should be able to find that in the international section of your major grocery stores. We're going to mix in a 1/4 cup of water, and if you're using this as a glaze as opposed to a marinade, you can mix in some cornstarch to help bind that together. We're going to mix it all. We're going to boil it for a bit, and then we're going to be able to throw our beef in. And after we mix all the ingredients, we're going to put them in a pot, bring them to a boil for approximately 1 minute. Then we're going to reduce the temperature down to simmer, and we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Take it off the heat, and then we're going to let it cool down before we put our beef in it as a marinade. So after 10 minutes of stirring on low heat, we remove it from the heat. We're going to let this cool completely down. If you're in a hurry, you can always pour it into a metal bowl and then sit that bowl in an ice bath, but we're not in a hurry because I still got to cut up some beef and prep a few other ingredients. So we have 2 pieces of flat iron steak. My wife just told me what they were and I forgot right away. We're going to take this flat iron steak, and we've got probably about a little over a pound, and we're going to slice it into long flat slices, put it in our marinade, and then we're going to let this sit at least 4 to 6 hours, preferably overnight. But I'm actually doing this video early in the morning for our dinner meal. So we'll sit this for about 6 hours, and then we'll take it out, we'll cook it up, and we'll show you how we're going to serve it. So my beef did not take as long to prep as I thought. So I am going to take my beef, I just fill 1 bowl with ice. I pour the marinade in here, and I'm just going to sit it in there. And in about 10 minutes, that should bring it down to room temperature so we can marinate our beef. And we sliced our beef against the grain into strips. We're going to toss it into a marinade bag, and we're going to let it sit for 4 to 6 hours until we come back for dinner. Alright, so we've had our meat marinating all day while we did other jobs around the house, and we're going to cook our beef on the grill very quickly, 2-3 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. If you don't want to cook outside on a grill, you can also do this in a pan. You can do it in an oven on low broil, however you decide you want to cook your beef, but we're doing ours outside. We're also going to do a fried rice with our beef, along with some various mixed vegetables and some mushrooms. And we'll bring you guys back once we get the meat cooking and get everything else set up. I said fried rice, and I showed you a box of stir-fried noodles. So Mrs. SG just reminded me, corrected me, we're having a stir-fried noodles, and that beeping's our dehydrated. We're dehydrating herbs today. So I'll give you guys a quick shot of the beef on the grill, and then maybe the noodles frying up, and then we'll give you guys a quick taste of our meal. So you guys may not be able to see very much because it's pitch black out here, but we got our beef cooking. And one of the things you want to be careful with, you don't want to overcook your beef. So we have a bottom and a top rack, and we also can lower and raise our charcoal. So if you don't have that function on your grill, you may want to use your oven, or you may want to offset your meat from your charcoal, because again, this is a thin sliced beef. It should only take a few minutes of cooking. Ours is actually about done now. Again, you probably can't see very much of it, but yeah, we're going to cook it a couple minutes on each side, then we're going to take it in and prepare our noodles to throw this in. Alright, family and friends, we are back and we are sitting down and we are enjoying our teriyaki beef off the grill, and it is super tender. Mrs. SG says she likes it, and she's glad I took it off when I did so that it didn't get tougher, because this is a skirt steak. Am I saying it right this time?
Flat iron.
Flat iron steak.
Is that the same?
So it's a flat iron steak. We cut it thin slice. It cooked really quick on the grill, and I apologize for not showing me actually doing the noodles, but this video is really about the teriyaki beef, and it is great. It is nice and tender, full of flavor from the marinade, and it goes perfectly with the stir-fried noodles, which have peas, carrots, corn, and it is a canned mix. It's not all from the garden because I didn't take the time to thaw anything out, but everything is good. And if you guys want to see us do a stir-fry noodle dish, we would be happy to do that too. So assuming SK1 liked his, since all his meat is gone already, what do you think?
It was amazing.
Okay, Mrs. SG?
I like it.
Okay. And SK1? Go ahead, buddy.
I like the pizza.
Okay, I like pizza too, but I like this better sometimes. So, real quick video. We encourage everybody to try making the teriyaki sauce or marinade at home. It's only a few simple ingredients, maybe one or two that you may not normally find in most households. The mirin and the sesame oil, which we'll be making our own sesame oil hopefully next year. We may make it this year. I don't know how many plants we still have to harvest, but a good meal, a good day's work. We're going to finish enjoying it so I don't get too far behind, because there's not a whole lot of leftovers of the teriyaki steak. So as always, this is Rob the Sapper Gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden, saying God bless our great country America, you wherever you reside around the world, your garden, your harvest, your kitchen, your meal, and especially your family to have health, success, and prosperity as we do. Take care. Sapper out, and
SK2 out.
Take care, everyone.